All right, you two hot chicks ready? All right. Give us just a few minutes, okay? We'll be right back in.
Well, that 911 call made by a man as he desperately tried to fight off a group of dogs attacking his 82-year-old mom. Eventually, he was able to pull her inside, but not before she suffered severe gashes all over her body.
If you're looking to adopt a new pet into your family or are curious to see what the Homeless Pets Foundation has to offer, please visit our website at homelesspets.com or click the link below. We kindly accept donations to keep the nonprofit running healthy and strong, just like our beautiful pets looking for a home.
She will be 3 years old. It's either September or October. She got out. I turned my house upside down. I couldn't find her nowhere. And sometime I went out to see about the mail, and she was sitting out there by the door just crying. She was, and she's had this, he said it was in her nose. It's like old yellow stuff. She can take the Orbax, about the second dose, it's clearing up. But if you stop it, or when you get through with it, it starts all over.
Hey, good
Oh, Lord, have mercy knows. They
Hello,
let
hello.
the cats out.
So what's going on with, who's
She's
this?
still, last time you had her, you put a drop in each night and you hear
There is nothing we can put a drop in that's going to solve anything. Is this the one with the chronic nasal discharge? Same cat? Is this the same? This is Blackie? Yeah.
This is
Blackie, you can be given Orbax forever?
Blackie. It's Blackie.
Yeah.
You put that stuff in her nose and in her mouth, and
Well, we gave her maybe an intranasal. What have you been doing?
I've got her Orbax. I got her last week,
Oh,
and she's been taking some. But the minute I stopped, about 20,
let
about
me tell you
24
why.
hours.
Let me tell you why. Because she was just a little feral cat, right?
Well, about
Was she ever vaccinated against anything? Yes.
well, I can give these shots. Did you give her one last time? I'm thinking. you
No,
did.
I don't think all I've ever done for her is treat the problem, because her original problem originated from the fact that she was unvaccinated.
Oh.
And she was sneezing. And the only thing that gives her benefit is when we give her these antibiotics, but unfortunately, the infection is embedded in the bony turbinates of her sinuses. And as long as you give drugs, well, she looks good. But when you stop, the bacteria comes back because it's in the bones.
I'm gonna show you
Give me $1
something.
million check for my foundation?
No, I'm gonna write you a bad one. This is the one that lived, that you doctored, you little squirt, when you was, first day he was here, I knowed him.
You mean when I just started practice? Back in 1978?
Right here, you took care of her.
Well, not, yeah, well, this is in 79. Was it here or over at Fair Oaks?
Yeah, Pharaoh's, of course.
This is on the
21
first
years
day,
old, and
my
you're over
first day
21
I started
years.
in 1978. I saw her cat, and they probably died soon thereafter, right? I wasn't a very good vet back then. Okay?
She lived 21 years like in just a few days.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'm a pretty good vet. You know, I told you, you can't bring that cane in here and beat me anymore. Okay, I've grown up. So I've known this young lady for 42 years. And trust me, I'm a good vet today because she gave me a lot of good advice.
He used to bake him cakes and everything.
She did.
I used to bake for him, but not anymore. And he turned his pit bulls loose on me last year.
Yeah, just one.
There was
You had
5 of us.
You had a fair chance.
I still got
She was
places, right?
attacked in her neighborhood by
50.
5 pit bulls running loose, and it was all over the news.
It was.
It was a national story.
Top County 911.
This 911 call captures what Raymond Patton describes as the worst 2 minutes of his life.
There's dogs calling out. Get out of here.
You can hear Patton desperately trying to kick off a pack of dogs mauling his 82-year-old mother, Alice Ann Johnson.
Only God is what saved my mother's life, because if you seen her or if you seen what was going on, nobody would believe a human being could survive that.
Well, Alice, you're a saint. what you've done for these animals. And I guess God just didn't want to take you. That's why he let you survive that time. Because no one could have survived it, and you did.
You know what? I do love you. I love you with all my heart. He seems like my son.
Yeah.
And my son is probably close to the same age.
Well, you've known me about as long as anybody.
But I tell you, when them dogs got me, I don't hate them today. They had to put them to sleep. But if they hadn't have beat them across the street from me,
Now, hey, listen, all dogs are good until
just they beat them with sticks and put a bucket around their neck with a chain.
No, they were using them to fight. My God. Well, you know, you're meant for a higher calling, Alice. I mean, you're here for a reason. God bless you.
I love you. And your son. Thank you for all you've done.
Well, you guys go get this dog. Looks like it might need some shots, or at least a physical. Okay, so this is okay. So Winston came into the program back 1st of June. He's already had his Metro Mix. So I need to give him another distemper parvo shot. Turn around there, Sunshine. And I need to wait on him. Need a little stool sample.
10.5, sir.
Okay, great. Somebody write that on the... I got a pen. That's all right, I'll write that. You got a pen, Clay?
I got a marker.
Okay. Let me look this guy over real quick. He's already had his Metro Mix. His chart looked good. So this is the process here. In this, when they first come into the program, we have no idea where these poor animals have been. But fortunately for them, I was the medical director, just kind of refreshed. Back in '99, one of my groups that I did veterinary for, and I had a bunch, probably worked with 50 rescue groups through the 80s and the 90s. And I was about the only vet in Metro Atlanta would give them any discounts. It didn't hurt me one bit financially. And I loved doing it. In the process of that, one of my groups called Southern Hope had been seeing the atrocities that had been going on for years, took over the contract, but they had to have a medical director who was a licensed veterinarian, and nobody in Fulton County would touch the job. So they come to me as a last resort, and I've been their vet for 10 years. And they caught me in a moment. So for 2 years, I was down there every day. And we cut the euthanasia rate in half. It was 98%, we cut it down to 40%. But while I was down there, dealing with all that stuff, I learned a lot about shelter medicine. And then I decided, why waste this knowledge I've learned? I'm going to start home pets. And we've been going ever since, and we've done what? Over 20,000 adoptions out of this clinic. So we've done great things. And because of that experience, we created the Pet Clubs of America. We're starting the Good Doctors program, where I hope to get thousands of vets across the country to do what I do on a small scale. And so that every pet gets what these guys get. And if we can find a home for a couple of pit mixes, black pit mixes, we can find a home for almost anything. So the whole purpose of telling this story is so we can grow this program.